The Reolink RLC-810A Security Camera? What's in the box, and do I think it's worth getting one? Well, stick around and find out. Hi, I'm Dave, Tech Experts, and I help entrepreneurs to close the gaps that exist across the tools needed for your online business. Today, I'm going to do an unboxing and tell you what else I found I think you might need to get this to work. It is a security camera for your home, or your business. Whatever one you need it for, you can get one of these. It's called a Reolink RLC-810A. And it is a security camera that you can power using an Ethernet cable. They'll call it POE, or Power over Ethernet is what it means. Or you can use a regular power cable with it, and you can also use an SD card for recording with it. That's one of the reasons I like this and thought this was a cool tool to use for our home security. Now, I did reach out to one of my buddies who does security for homes and cameras and all that type of fun stuff, and asked him what he thought I should get, and this was one of his recommendations. He's like, these are great, they're easy to use, the quality and the build of them is really nice, and they're easy to set up. Now, they come in a variety of different versions. You can get ones that are wireless, but I really am a fan of wired. So I'm going to go over what's in the box in just a second and what else goes with that I think you might need to know about or pay attention to if you're getting one of these. They have an app for your PC as well as an app for your mobile phones. Before we get to all that, though, I want to welcome you to my channel. Again, I'm Dave of Tech Experts, and we help you with all your tech needs. If you find my videos helpful, please hit that subscribe button for me. And if you like the videos I'm creating, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. Now, make sure you're also hitting the notification bell, as it gets you notified whenever I put out new content. Okay, let's get into the unboxing and see what comes in this box. Okay, this is our unboxing for the Reolink security camera. It's the RLC-810A model. It's an 8 megapixel outdoor security camera. The side lets you know how you can use the app on your smartphones for being able to watch the camera. Smart alarm for person and vehicle detection and motion detection. 24/7 motion capture recording, and you can do POE, so Power over Ethernet is what that stands for. You can do plug and play using a power cord. You can insert a micro SD card and record right onto it. It has an IP rating of IP66, so it means it's totally waterproof, easy to remotely access. What is in the box? All right, I open up. First thing right on top is the security stickers, so you can put a sticker on your house. There's also a manual in here. So you get a 24-hour security sticker you can put on. Something for mounting on your wall. So this lets you stick to the wall and then know where you're going to drill in to mount it. So that's really nice, so you can tell when you're drilling in. The waterproof lid instructions, and the quick access start guide. You get a short Ethernet cable, which is cool. So it means you have a cable to start with. You get drywall screws and hooks for mounting it into the wall. This is part of the weather guard that you run your cable through, so that it stays weather protected when you're mounting it. And then you get your camera wrapped in nice foam. And here are your connection types. So you can do power using the power cord. The small one is the reset button. The one here in the middle is your Ethernet connection, and you can do the power over the Ethernet, so you don't have to worry about using one of the other two. You'll run them through the little tube, and that's how it will connect up. Let's see what's underneath all the plastic. So here's your camera. And it's designed to sit this way basically. So the back arm tips, then has a nice sensor on the front. There's that weatherproof guard. And this is where you'll put in your micro SD card. So there's a couple little screws in here, and basically you can mount it onto the wall using the paper guide here. So that's going to match up with these holes. And this notch there is for the cable to go out, so you don't have to worry about the cable going through one of the holes. It's designed for you to drill the holes in and mount through there, and this part lets you tip it. It's a nice camera, perfect thing for the holidays. If you haven't thought about it, getting a security camera to up your security in the holiday season, this is my go-to choice as my security expert. Friends that do cameras recommended this one to me, and it even comes in a dual pack. So if you want, you can do 2 cameras in one. Okay, cool. So we got some good stuff in there. Now here's what we didn't get that I think may be important for you. Things you're going to need to think about is how are you going to power the camera. I like the POE system. Basically means I just get a switch, and I have a 5-port POE switch, or power over Ethernet switch. It means 4 of the ports give me power to my devices like my security camera, and 1 port I just use to feed into my network directly, or right directly into my router. So it has internet access and can get updates. Then the other thing you'll want to do is go to our Reolink and go to their support site, and then click apps and clients and download the app for your PC is what I recommend to start with. So once you install that, it'll see the camera as soon as you plug it in. And as long as the camera is on the same sort of network connection as your PC is, it'll see the camera. You can go in there, make sure the camera actually is updated as far as the software goes, and then go back to Reolink. And so once you have that, go back and grab the mobile phone app and install that on your phone. Now, other things I think that are worth getting with this camera, you saw that it had that SD card slot on the back. I recommend you get an SD card. I created a little short unboxing video, and I'll have the video for an SD card as well. And you can do up to 256 gigs. I recommend do the full size, that full big size of the SD card, or micro SD card. In this case, it's the small one. It may come with a bigger card reader, but it is the smallest card. The ones like you put in your phone, you'll put in the back of the camera. So you're gonna unscrew that, pop it in there. It's only going to fit in one direction. One direction will go sort of angly in. That's not what you want. You want to flip it over and do it the other way so it pops in like your phone. It sort of pops in and out. Push it all the way in. Put the cover plate back on. You're good to go there. Then go into the software and make sure everything looks right. It works. You see the camera and you'll be able to see yourself. Pretty good picture actually. Once you get that all done, you can go out and mount it wherever you want on the wall. And then just think about the cable run. Like I said, I like the POE method because basically it means I use an Ethernet cable. I don't have to have a power cable for it. It's got full speed, full recording ability, and ability for me to see it on my PC. You can also download the app for your iPhone or Android. Both of them have versions available, so you can run the app on your phone and just be able to pull up your cameras. Name the cameras differently depending on which one they have, if you have more than one, so you can tell which one you're looking at. And just repeat the process of setting up. So if you have multiple cameras, you can put them all on the bench together, or basically on your desk, set them all up, configure them all, and make sure they're all good to go. They're all there, they're named, everything's firmware updated, everything is up to date on software and apps and storage and recording wise, and then go out and just put them in place. Now, like I said, you will need to get a long Ethernet cable run if you want to do this, because the cable that's included is only about meters, so the meter won't really get you as far as you need to be. So get a long cable and use that to connect it from where you're mounting it back to where you're going to put your POE switch. The POE switch is one of those other things you'll want to get that is not included in the box, and it's an easy solution. You can get what they call a POE injector instead. That's just basically like a mini switch where it has 2 ports in, basically a port for powering it in and getting an Ethernet connection into it, and then a port for it going out to the camera, and then you put power in the back of that, and that's how you'll power the camera through the Ethernet, and then you'll still be able to get your signal through. I like the Switch solution better because basically I can run all my cables into one location, plug them all in, and I'm good to go. I don't have to buy a bunch of injectors all over the place. It's just a little cleaner look and solution, and the switch I have is a 5-port switch from TCP Link, and I have a video on that. I'll link it up down below. And basically 4 of the ports let me power cameras, and 1 port is for feeding, connecting that to my network or to my router. So it's easy to use that way. Just make sure you're getting a long enough cable run and figure out if your cable run needs to exceed the normal maximum length. Generally it's like 100 and some feet you can get before you need to put in some sort of booster or something else in between that would extend your run. After you have it configured, configure it with the PC because it's easiest to do the updates there first, and then once that's good to go, put it in place and run it off the phone. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please give me the big thumbs up, like it, share it with your friends and family. Again, I ask you to subscribe because I want to keep you in the know. I have more how-to guides, more tech tips, more reviews, and more things I want you to be in the know about, like why having good security for all your stuff is important. If you need help with any of your cybersecurity, click the link in the show's description to get more information. If you haven't checked out my show's description yet, please do so. I'll have a link up to the camera. I'll have a link up to network cables that are long runs, and there'll be options for different sizes. I'll link up that for 5-port switch for my POE for you as well. And I'll link up the SD cards, the 256 gig model. And those will all be affiliate links. They do make me a small commission. That commission continues to help me make amazing and new content like this. Now I want to know, what are you doing to put security in place for you and your stuff? Leave me a comment in the comments section down below. Again, I'm Dave of Tech Experts, and I look forward to working with you.